Tell me something, and be honest. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed at night, eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling, just wishing for sleep to come, but it never does? Or maybe it's your mom, your dad, your grandparent. You walk past their room late at night and you hear them shuffling around, the TV still softly playing, or the bedside lamp still on because they just can't seem to drift off. It's frustrating, isn't it? And it hurts, in a way that's hard to put into words. Because you know how much they need that sleep. How much you need that sleep too. And as we grow older, it feels like sleep becomes this mysterious puzzle we can't quite solve anymore. What used to be so natural, those peaceful, uninterrupted nights, somehow slips away, piece by piece. You try to brush it off at first. You tell yourself, maybe it's just a bad week, or it's probably the weather. But deep down, you feel it. The exhaustion in your bones, the foggy mornings, the mood swings, the forgetfulness. It's not just feeling tired. It's your memory, your immune system, even your mood and your overall health, quietly slipping too. Because sleep, my friend, is not a luxury, it's a lifeline, especially in our golden years. But here's the good news, there are simple, natural ways to help. And you might not believe this, but some of them are sitting right in your kitchen. Yes, I'm talking about everyday foods. Not pills. Not complicated routines. Just natural, wholesome foods that can gently guide you or your loved ones into a restful, healing night's sleep. And today, I'm going to share 6 of them with you. Not the usual ones you've heard a million times, I promise there are a few in here that will genuinely surprise you. These foods aren't just delicious, they work in quiet, powerful ways to calm the body, relax the mind, and invite restful sleep back into your life. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you. If you truly care about better rest, for yourself or someone you love dearly, go ahead and type in the comments right now, better sleep starts today. Let's make it a little promise to ourselves. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our family here at Elder Mature Moments. We're all about making these precious years as comfortable, joyful, and healthy as possible. You're not alone in this journey, and I'm so glad you're here. Now, let's start with something small, bright, and surprisingly powerful. The humble kiwi. I know, it might not look like much at first glance. That little green fruit with its fuzzy skin often gets overlooked in the fruit bowl. But let me tell you about Mary. She's 72, full of life, always with a smile, but she used to struggle terribly with sleep. She told me once, I'd lie awake for hours, just wishing my mind would slow down. Her doctor gave her some advice, but it wasn't until Mary stumbled upon this simple tip, eating a kiwi before bed, that things began to change. She started making it a gentle bedtime ritual. Just one small fruit, about an hour before turning in. And slowly, almost like magic, she noticed she was falling asleep faster. Waking up less in the night. Feeling brighter in the morning. Now, this isn't just a lucky story. There's real science behind it. You see, kiwis are a wonderful natural source of serotonin. That's the chemical in your brain that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. When serotonin is balanced, your body finds it easier to relax and slip into restful sleep. But there's more. Kiwis are also rich in antioxidants, especially vitamin C, which quietly works to reduce inflammation in the body. And believe it or not, inflammation plays a sneaky role in keeping us awake at night. Some people worry about eating fruit before bed, thinking it might spike their blood sugar. But here's the thing, kiwi is low glycemic. That means it digests slowly and won't send your blood sugar on a wild roller coaster ride. It gives you just a gentle, steady supply of nutrients while your body winds down for the night. So if you're looking for a simple, natural way to ease into sleep, try adding 1 or 2 kiwis to your evening routine. Not too close to bedtime, about an hour before is just right. Let it be part of a calming ritual. Maybe pair it with a cup of herbal tea or a quiet moment to yourself. But fruit isn't the only secret sitting in your kitchen. No, there's something else, something crunchy and comforting that you might already have in your pantry. And believe me, it works wonders. Let's talk about it next. Now, picture this for a moment. Think about your grandfather. Maybe you've seen him do this. Sitting comfortably in his favorite chair, maybe by the window where the evening light is soft, casually munching on a small handful of almonds. Perhaps it seemed like just an old habit, a simple snack to pass the time. But here's the fascinating part. Without even knowing it, he was helping his body prepare for restful sleep. You see, almonds aren't just a convenient snack. They're little powerhouses packed with magnesium, one of the most important minerals when it comes to relaxation. Magnesium works behind the scenes, quietly helping to relax your muscles and calm your nervous system. And when your body feels relaxed, your mind naturally follows. It's like your entire system is being gently told, it's okay now. You can rest. But the story doesn't end there. Almonds also contain healthy fats and protein, which help stabilize blood sugar levels throughout the night. Stable blood sugar means fewer sudden awakenings, fewer restless tosses and turns. And if you or your loved one has ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling uneasy or jittery, that gentle balance can make all the difference. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Aren't nuts too heavy to eat before bed? It's a common concern, and a fair one. Some people believe that eating anything rich before bedtime might sit uncomfortably in the stomach. But here's the truth, it's all about portion and timing. A small handful of unsalted almonds, just about 8 to 10 nuts, is more than enough. It's not about eating until you're full, it's about giving your body just the right amount of what it needs to ease into sleep. And do choose unsalted almonds, if you can. Too much salt can interfere with your body's hydration levels, which we want to keep balanced overnight. So tonight, or perhaps tomorrow evening, consider this gentle addition to your routine. A quiet handful of almonds while you wind down for the day. It's a small act of care that speaks volumes to your body. But we're not stopping here. In fact, let's spice things up a bit, literally. Because our next sleep-friendly food brings a splash of rich, natural flavor, and it's been helping people, especially seniors, enjoy longer, deeper rest. Let's explore that next. Now, this next one has a story that always warms my heart. There's a senior care home, not too far from here, where the caregivers decided to try something simple yet a little unconventional. They added tart cherry juice to their residents' evening routine. Just a small glass with their evening snack. Nothing dramatic, no major changes to their diet or medication. Just this natural, ruby red juice. At first, they weren't sure what to expect. But after a few weeks, they began to notice something beautiful. Residents who often woke up several times in the night were starting to sleep longer. They woke feeling a bit more refreshed, a little brighter, and even a bit more cheerful during morning activities. And it's not just luck or coincidence. Tart cherries are one of nature's rare, rich sources of melatonin. You might have heard of melatonin before. It's the hormone our bodies naturally produce to regulate our sleep cycle. When the sun goes down, melatonin levels rise, telling your body it's time to rest. But as we age, our bodies often produce less of it, and that's when sleep problems can creep in. Here's where tart cherry juice steps in like a gentle, natural helper. It provides an extra dose of melatonin, helping to guide your body back into its natural rhythm. Not only that, but tart cherries are packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, which quietly support your overall health, too. Now, I want to clear something up because it's easy to get mixed up here. Not all cherry juices are created equal. People often reach for sweet cherry juice by mistake, but it's the tart variety that holds the real sleep-promoting power. Tart cherry juice has that slightly sour kick to it, a sign of its natural goodness. As for how much? You don't need to overdo it. A small glass in the evening, about an hour or two before bed, is just right. Think of it as part of your evening wind-down routine. A quiet moment to sip something nourishing, knowing you're giving your body a little nudge toward deeper, more peaceful rest. And here's something I love about tart cherry juice: it's such a simple addition, yet it makes a noticeable difference. No complicated recipes, no pills, just pure, natural goodness in a glass. But we're not done yet. In fact, our next food is a humble, ancient grain that's been helping people find restful sleep for generations. Let's discover it together. Now, let's talk about something warm, familiar, and maybe even a little nostalgic. Oatmeal. I know, most of us think of it as a breakfast food. Something to start the day, not to end it. But here's where I want you to pause and think differently. Imagine, instead of rushing through a bowl of oats in the morning, you slow things down in the evening. Picture this. A cozy, steaming bowl of oatmeal, maybe while the sun sets or as you wind down from the day's noise. Doesn't that feel comforting already? There's a reason oatmeal can be such a soothing nighttime companion. When you eat oats, they gently trigger your body to produce insulin. Now, you might be thinking, wait, insulin? Isn't that about blood sugar? And you're right, but here's the beautiful part: this natural insulin response helps your body move tryptophan into the brain. Tryptophan is an amino acid that, once in the brain, transforms into serotonin and eventually melatonin, the same sleep-regulating hormone we talked about earlier. In simple words, oats help your brain prepare for rest. But let's address a common concern here, because I know it's crossed your mind. Carbs before bed? Won't that disturb my sleep? It's a good question, and I'm glad you're thinking about it. The truth is, not all carbs are created equal. Oats are a complex carbohydrate, meaning they digest slowly and provide a steady, calming release of energy. They don't spike your blood sugar and leave you restless. Instead, they offer a gentle, stabilizing effect that helps you drift off naturally. And the best part? You can make this even more soothing with a few small additions. Try slicing half a banana on top. Bananas add a bit more magnesium and natural sweetness. Or drizzle a little honey, just a touch, for its natural calming properties. Keep the portion small, just enough to satisfy without feeling too full. It's not about having a big meal at bedtime, it's about giving your body a little comfort and support as you ease into sleep. So tonight, as you wind down, maybe give it a try. Prepare a small, warm bowl of oatmeal, find a quiet spot, and let this simple, ancient grain do its quiet work. And speaking of comfort, our next food has been called nature's relaxant. It's a familiar one, yet its calming powers are often underestimated. Let's find out why. Warm milk. You've probably heard the old stories, maybe even smiled at them, thinking they were just gentle bedtime myths from a simpler time. But what if I told you, those stories your parents and grandparents swore by? They actually hold a deep and comforting truth. Think back, if you can. Remember the way a warm cup of milk felt in your hands on a chilly evening? How the warmth seemed to seep right through your fingers, down to your very bones. It's not just the physical warmth that's comforting. There's something deeper at play here. Milk, quite wonderfully, contains an amino acid called tryptophan. And this little nutrient does some beautiful work inside your body. Tryptophan helps increase the production of serotonin, the hormone that helps you feel calm and content. But it doesn't stop there. Serotonin, in turn, becomes melatonin. The very hormone that signals to your body, it's time to rest now. It's like your body's natural lullaby, softly playing in the background, helping you drift gently into sleep. Now, let's clear up something important, because I know you might have heard this before: warm milk? Isn't that just an old wives' tale? A fair question, truly. But here's what modern science tells us: warm milk isn't just about the nutrients. It's also about the ritual. The act of warming the milk, holding the cup in your hands, taking slow sips, it's a quiet routine that signals to your brain that the day is winding down. It's comfort. It's routine. And our brains love routine, especially when it comes to sleep. And here's a little tip to make it even better. Try adding just a pinch of turmeric to your warm milk. Turmeric is well known for its calming, anti-inflammatory properties, and it adds a lovely golden color too. Some people call this golden milk, and it's not only soothing but gently supportive of your overall health. Aim for about 30 minutes before bed, enough time to enjoy it slowly, without rushing, giving your body and mind the signal that it's time to relax. It's simple. It's natural. And it's a small, comforting step you can take every evening, either for yourself or for someone you care deeply about. But before we wrap up, there's one more to share with you. A fragrant herb, beloved for centuries, that has helped so many seniors, and honestly, people of all ages, to unwind and let go of the day's worries. Let's explore it together. Now, picture this with me for a moment. It's a quiet evening. The day's noise has finally settled. Maybe there's a soft blanket wrapped around your shoulders, the lights are dim just enough, and in your hands, you're holding a warm, gently steaming cup of chamomile tea. As you bring the cup closer, you notice the delicate, almost sweet aroma rising with the steam. It's subtle, not overpowering, but instantly calming. There's a kind of quiet comfort in it, like the world is slowing down just for you. This moment, right here, is more than just a simple pleasure, it's a small, healing ritual. You see, chamomile is not just another herbal tea. It holds something truly special. Inside these tiny daisy-like flowers is an antioxidant called apigenin. Now, apigenin is remarkable because it binds to specific receptors in your brain that promote sleepiness and help reduce insomnia. It's like a gentle whisper to your nervous system, saying, "You've done enough for today. It's time to rest." And what makes chamomile even more beautiful is its simplicity. It doesn't overwhelm your senses. It eases you into relaxation naturally, quietly supporting your body's natural rhythm, without any harsh effects or sudden jolts. Some people assume that all herbal teas are the same. But this is where chamomile truly stands apart. Unlike some herbal blends that might simply be flavorful or energizing, chamomile has been celebrated for centuries specifically for its calming properties. Cultures around the world have used it as a natural remedy for restlessness, anxiety, and sleepless nights. It's as though nature crafted chamomile especially for moments like these. So how can you make the most of it? Keep it simple. Brew a cup of chamomile tea about an hour before you plan to go to bed. Give yourself time to enjoy it slowly, no rush, no distractions. Let the warmth fill you from the inside out. Let the aroma calm your mind as you breathe deeply between sips. This quiet practice, done regularly, becomes more than just drinking tea. It becomes an invitation to rest, a gentle way to tell your body and mind, it's safe to let go now. And the beauty of it is, it's something you can do for yourself, or you can share it with someone you love. Prepare a cup for a parent, a spouse, or a dear friend. Sometimes, the simple act of sharing this soothing tea creates moments of connection, of peace, and of care. Now that we've explored these 6 remarkable foods, from the bright kiwi to the humble almond, the tart cherry juice, the comforting oats, the warm milk, and now this calming chamomile tea, let's take a moment to understand why this truly matters. Because, my friend, it's about so much more than just food. Let's talk about that together. You know, it can be truly heartbreaking to watch someone you love struggle through restless nights. You see them toss and turn. You hear them sigh in the darkness, trying to settle, trying to quiet their mind, but the sleep they so desperately need stays just out of reach. Maybe it's your mother, who used to wake up full of energy but now faces mornings with heavy eyes. Or perhaps it's your father, or even yourself, lying awake while the hours crawl by. And in those moments, it's easy to feel powerless. To feel like no matter how much you care, you can't fix this silent struggle they're going through. That feeling, of wishing you could do more, of wishing you could ease their restlessness, it weighs heavy on the heart, doesn't it? But here's what I want you to hold on to today, my friend. You are not powerless. Not anymore. Because now, you have something real. You have simple, natural tools that can bring comfort back into those long evenings. With just a few thoughtful choices, like offering a small bowl of oats, or preparing a cup of chamomile tea, you can create an environment that gently invites restful sleep. And it doesn't have to be complicated or overwhelming. You don't need to change everything at once. Why not start tonight? Just one of these foods. Pick the one that feels right for you or your loved one, and give it a try. Watch, gently, over the next few days, and you might just start to notice a change. A longer stretch of peaceful sleep. A morning with a little more lightness, a little more ease. Because that's the beauty of small steps. They lead to meaningful changes. Quiet victories that build over time. Remember, improving sleep doesn't require big, drastic moves. It only asks for patience, for love, and for attention to the little things that matter. And with your caring heart and the knowledge you now hold, better nights really are within reach. For you. For your family. For everyone you care about. So don't lose hope. Stay steady, stay kind to yourself and your loved ones. Together, we can bring back those peaceful nights, one small choice at a time. And speaking of choices, let's take a moment to gently wrap up what we've learned today, so you can carry it with you beyond this video. Let's take a moment to gently recap everything we've shared today, so it stays with you long after this video ends. We began with the bright, cheerful kiwi fruit, nature's little helper packed with serotonin and antioxidants, quietly working to calm the mind and body before bed. Then, we moved to the crunchy and comforting almonds, full of magnesium to ease muscle tension and settle the nervous system. Next, we discovered the deep, ruby goodness of tart cherry juice, rich in natural melatonin, helping to reset and support your sleep cycle. We found warmth in a simple, familiar bowl of oats, a source of steady, calming energy that coaxes your body gently into rest. And of course, we revisited the trusted comfort of warm milk, with its soothing tryptophan, and even a sprinkle of turmeric for an extra calming touch. Finally, we ended with the delicate fragrance of chamomile tea, a quiet companion in the evening, gently whispering to your body and mind, it's time to let go of the day's worries. Each of these, my friend, can be a gentle, natural step toward better, more restful sleep. No pressure to try them all at once, just start with the one that feels right to you. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these sleep-friendly foods are you most curious to try first? Or maybe you already have a beloved nighttime remedy, something passed down through your family, or something you've discovered for yourself over the years. Share it with us in the comments below. I truly love reading your stories and tips. You never know who your advice might help today. And if you found this video helpful, if you felt even a little spark of hope or comfort, I gently invite you to like this video and subscribe to Elder Mature Moments. Here, we're building a community that cares, a space filled with simple, heartwarming tips to make life in our golden years just a little easier, a little brighter, and a lot more joyful. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It's always a blessing to share these moments with you. Stay strong, stay caring, and as always, I'll see you in our next video.